trust me, then love Sayyidina Muhammad more than you love yourself. If you genuinely want to love yourself more than anything else, then love Sayyidina Muhammad more than you love yourself. How? In the Day of Judgment, I want you just to switch with me fast to the Day of Judgment. Day of Judgment is how many years? 50,000 years by itself. 50,000 years. And in this day, everyone will be saying nafsi, nafsi. Everyone will have nothing to say. Sayyidina Adam will say, I cannot, because everybody wants the Day of Judgment to start. Everybody standing. It is scary. The sun is so close. Everybody in his sweat as far as his sins. Some will be up to here in their sweat. Some will be gasping for air. And all this is a fact. To the point that the one that is going to hell, he will say, I have no problem. Let it get over with. I don't mind going to hell, but I cannot take that day anymore. See how bad it is? This is the way exactly. There will be two things here. Sayyidina Adam will say, I cannot ask Allah anything. I did so and so. Go to Nuh. They go to Nuh. I can't. I did so and so. Go to Ibrahim. No, I can't. Go to, and then until they go to Sayyidina Isa, he will say, I'll tell you who can do it. Go to Muhammad. He's the only one in that day who can do anything. Then, you remember before I told you the Prophet had 3 major speeches in his life. The first one is when Allah told him to isda' bima tu'mar. Talk to your wa'mur ashiratak al-awwalin, your first clan or your first tribe. Just talk to them first. He invited them and he started talking to them, and what happened is his uncle Abu Lahab said, Tabban lak, go to hell. That's why he called us for humiliation. Illit adab, tatawul ala Rasulullah. This is the first major speech. The other major speech is before he died in Arafah. You remember when we were there? The third, to me, cornerstone is in that Day of Judgment. Sayyidina Muhammad will be the one who will be allowed to talk to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know how many people will be standing at that time? In Arafat were 100,000. In the Day of Judgment, it's not going to be millions, it's not going to be billions, it might be trillions. Because from day one until the Day of Judgment, only Sayyidina Muhammad will be allowed to talk. And in front of everyone, he will make sujood, and Allah will inspire him to say some new forms of alhamd. We say alhamdulillah kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhi. No, another forms of hamd. And then Allah, in front of this huge number of people, he will say, Irfa ya Muhammad, get up. Is'al tu'ta, ishfa' tushaffa. Means what? Ask, you'll be given. Intercede, you will be given the privilege of intercession. And Sayyidina Muhammad will ask Allah to start the hisab, the accountability. In this particular moment, everyone, Buddhist, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Jew, name it, will praise Prophet Muhammad. And this is so-called Al-Maqam Al-Mahmud. This is Al-Maqam Al-Mahmud that no one in this particular day, imagine, Wallah, I want you to live the scene. No one would be allowed to even open his mouth except your Prophet. That you're going today to visit him, and when you're going to greet him, Allah will put his soul back to answer you. Assalamu alayka ya Rasulullah, Assalamu alaykum ya Fulan, Assalamu alayka ya Muhammad. He will answer you. So one day I was supposed to go to the army, and they told me there's a general in the army, Liwa. If you just have an eye contact with him and wave, once you know it there, he will take care of everything. And we were thousands of people waiting for who's going to be drafted, who's not going to be. And as soon as I had eye contact with him was the greatest moment of that day. Great moment. Why? Because I know this is the one that can do something. Now you're going to visit his grave, and you're going to be exchanging greetings, right? In the Day of Judgment, if you go to his pool and you will be giving a drink from his own hands, you will never be thirsty for the rest of the whole day, 50,000 a year. And there will be people pushed away from his pool. And the Prophet will be fighting. Why are you pushing? They say, Ya Rasulullah, you do not know what they did after you. لا تدري ما فعلوا من بعدك. That scene is going to happen. Type, we are going now, right? It might be the last time, I hope not, but that might be the last time to have this kind of spiritual linking, الرابطة الروحية بينك وبين رسول الله, between you and the Prophet. If you're smart, because like you would be at one point looking forward for the Prophet to look at you, right? Of course, some of us, Allah will look at them. Some of us, Allah will look at you. Some of us will be in the shade of Allah. I hope all of us will be in it. But the question is, in this particular day, why are you going to this city? Why don't you just start to get a mental picture and revise your relationship with your Prophet? Do you really say as-salatu Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad? You know what that means, as-salatu ala Rasulullah? Wallahi, I want you to go, when you go home, study what it means to make as-salatu ala Rasulullah. One day, one companion was asking the Prophet, Ya Rasulullah, I do make salah on you so and so, and the Shab is so and so. He said, like, you can do more, you do more. He said, if I do the whole night, he said, it will be shafa'ah for you, right? So please, let us wise up and get a psychological and mental picture what we're going. We're going to a trip that might be in the Day of Judgment saying, yes, this man exchanging greeting with me, you cannot push him away from, or this sister, you cannot push her away from my pool, right? يذب عن الحوض, be kicked away from the hawd. Inshallah, none of us will be kicked away from the hawd. And this is something that you need to say that I am planning to reconsider my relationship with the Messenger of Allah. I want to reach the point that my love for him will exceed my love for myself and everybody else. When we go